looked up and was 38 and didn't have a place to stay and trying to support my son and not knowing where I was going to go next. After losing my job, I really couldn't pay the rent anymore, and I really needed some help to get back on my feet.
Homelessness does not define anybody. It's just a temporary state.
These women allow for you to see who they are, opposed to seeing someone who was homeless. And through their strength, you want to change the world, you know?
They work all day and they get their housing situation figured out. They get their transportation situation figured out. And all of that is happening while these coats are being produced. And it's really amazing when you think about it, because they are on their own track to a successful life that they are proud of, that their children can be proud of. And all at the same time, they are helping someone who very well is in the same place that they could have been on the street.
What keeps you real warm, if it wasn't for this coat, I believe a lot of people would be dead, especially when it got real cold during the winter time.
The empowerment plan really started off as just a jacket. And the coat that I designed while I was studying at College of Creative Studies came out of spending a lot of time in shelters across the city, but one in particular, just a few miles short of here, was a warming center. And I actually ended up designing the coat that turns into a sleeping bag with the people that were staying in that warming center every day. And spending, 3 days a week, every week, for months in that shelter was how I ended up coming up with the jacket. What we really want to become is more about the hiring and employment of people. We're trying to figure out, how do we offer the most jobs? Making coats is cool, employing people is the best.
When you marry those two things, you have an incredible mission that is so much more than just producing a product.
I was in a situation where I had to go to a shelter. So I ended up in Koch Shelter, downtown Detroit. I was there for 4 months. In that time period, Ms. Veronica Scott came and I filled out the application and I told her not to forget my face, and she didn't.
She just kept on saying that, don't forget who I am, remember my name is Tia, you're gonna remember me, you have to remember me. And I'm like, okay, done, star on the corner of your application. And she was hired, of course. And the person then you would not recognize, seeing her now. It's not that she's a different person, but that confidence and that person that she really was finally able to come out. It's amazing. That part of it is the coolest part of my job.
You have lives that are changed. You have families that are changed.
Being in the shelter, yes, that hurted me, but at the same time, I'm happy I did do that, because it was a stepping stone for me to come out of feeling like I'm not worthy of anything.
I think changing the mindset around, you can find people that have worth anywhere. We really exist to create jobs and to help people move out of poverty permanently.
Hey, ladies, everybody. So yesterday, Miss Veronica put her first lining in the bin, and today is her first full day with the Empowerment Plan. So welcome to the Empowerment Plan. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team.
Today, I feel like I'm on my way to being able to provide for my child. I want to see my son see me pull myself up and get better, so that he could believe that he could have a more secure future and that he can make something out of his life. I wanted to be a better example to my child and to go on and reach my goals and do more than just survive.
The coat is only a small part of what we do. And it's important to remember that those ladies out there are the real success story. They are the ones that make Empowerment Plan what it is.